Valid scaling is not the best choice. Titans, Okonkwo as a replacement, or no? Yes or no? Maybe so. Let's pull up the rankings because I'd like to talk about Okonkwo for a second. He came out and he noticed that a lot of people were chattering about him. So he was like, guys, it's really easy to pronounce. Okonkwo. Okonkwo. So tight end Okonkwo from the Titans. They get the Jacksonville Jaguars this week. And Chig Okonkwo finished as the tight end 9 last week. He's finished as the tight end 9 week 4 as well. He led the Titans in targets. He led the Titans tight ends in snap share. He outsnapped Austin Hooper. And look, it wasn't like 80 to 20. It was like 55 to 45. It was like 60 to 40. It wasn't like it was full on taking over that role. Austin Hooper is not a zero. He's not a 0-2 sometimes, but he's not a 0. And so we think that Chig is going to get some work in this game against Jacksonville. And like, I have him as my tight end 17. He's consensus at 17. I have Gesicki ahead of him, more so for the upside, because I think this game could get into a real shootout in Miami. The Chargers game could be a real nice shootout. But if you want to take a bold call and say, hey, Dawson Knox has done just absolutely nothing for me as of late, Knox finishing as the tight end 34 and tight end 70 over the last 2 weeks, I wouldn't mind that. That's fine. If you want to take the upside on that, especially with Treylon Burks, you wonder if Okonkwo is going to be able to get a little bit more work in the slot or on the outside, even as a tight end. Westbrook Akine is not really the wide receiver answer. Robert Woods has struggled as of late. So Okonkwo, there are worse flex replacements, but I think you're always limited when you're trying to flex a tight end, right? And we see this all the time in DFS. Like, you almost never put a tight end in your flex in these GPP DFS tournament type of scenarios because it's just too risky. And the reason why you're filling in the tight end in the flex spot is probably because either they're misplaced or you need to just plug in someone that could be a 0. And the reason why they're a 0 is because they've shown that they've been a 0 for a while. And Okonkwo, as much as we like to project these tight end upside, and he might have a great game, he also could be a 0. It could go back to Austin Hooper getting 60 and Okonkwo going back to 40 or 30% and back to maybe 2 targets. We do like the athleticism that Okonkwo brings to the floor, but very, very limited. Mark is saying there are limited options. Unfortunately, the Bipocalypse might be biting you in the butt here.